and welcome to class. Today we are going to do a nice and gentle morning stretch for ankylosing spondylitis. This is one that I personally do every single morning, and then I do a workout later in the day, or maybe this is all I do, but I do this every single day. So we're gonna get started on our back. And if you have a gymnastics mat or something soft to lay on, go ahead. And just settling in here, you can keep your feet on the floor, knees bent and kind of knocking together if that feels nice. Hands can be on your belly or by your side. Just take a moment here to arrive. Slowing down your breathing, maybe closing down the eyes. Maybe you just woke up. Maybe you've had a busy morning already. Whatever the situation, just try to come into this moment right here. Notice your body breathing. And notice all the points of contact your body's making with the floor. Just fully relax. And when you feel ready, you can blink open your eyes if they were closed. Bring your knees into your chest and just rock side to side. Maybe take some circles with the knees, massaging your sacrum if that feels nice. Again, it can be really nice to be on a thick rug or a gymnastics mat for this. And place your feet back down on the floor. Extend your left leg, pointing the toes. See how far up you can comfortably bring your leg. You might be here, you might be here, or you might be closer to your face. Wherever you are, just kind of notice. And from here, we're just going to very gently start flexing our foot and then pointing the foot. Flexing the foot and pointing the foot. Good. Keep going here. If you're not feeling anything, you can try to flex a little bit more or maybe bring your leg a little bit closer to your face. So what we're doing here is we are flossing our sciatic nerve. So if you feel this in your lower back or if it's too intense, lower the leg or just simply don't flex your foot as hard. And from here, just start making some circles with that ankle. This can feel really weird if you're not used to it. Notice if there's a point where the circle isn't very smooth, but it gets a little jagged and kind of shaky. Switch directions. Just building some new neural pathways here and getting some awareness of our feet and our ankles. Beautiful. And lower that leg down. Same thing with the right leg. Extend the right leg. Notice where you are in space. Maybe you're here, maybe you're here, maybe you're here. Just find a position that feels nice for you. And then we'll start flexing and pointing. Flex and point. Beautiful. Flex and point. Flex and point. Keep going for a few more, just noticing how this feels. You might feel a lot in your calf and kind of all the way through the back of the leg. If it's too intense, lower the leg and don't flex so hard. If you're not feeling anything, bring the leg up further towards your face and flex a little bit harder. Let's do one more here, just letting that nerve glide all the way through the leg. And then circle the ankle. Beautiful. And again, just notice how this feels. If it feels a little bit weird in one direction, switch directions, because I can definitely feel when my foot is out to the side, it's like not as smooth as when I circle inwards. So just noticing. Good. And lower that down. You can take some wiggles here, just windshield wiping the legs. Again, be gentle with yourself. You might have just woken up here. And roll over to one side and come and sit into this kind of mermaid position where your legs are not in a 90-degree position, but your knees are bent and you're in this, it's also called deer position in yin yoga. And once you're comfortable here, both hands come up, really get tall here, try to reach something above you. Big inhale, and as you exhale, start gently side bending over to the side where your feet are. And then you can place that hand down for support and just, feel this nice stretch through your side body here. This should feel really, really nice. This is one of my tightest areas, is my side waist, so my obliques, my psoas, and my QLs. So this is a very, very yummy one. Breathe, just inhale and exhale. Just let it melt away. Good. And on your next inhale, come back to center, arms up, try to reach something above you. And arms come down, and we're just gonna swing the legs around to the other side. So same position, deer or mermaid, and reach your arms overhead. Try to reach something above you. Get really tall, really getting that nice spinal lengthening here. Creating space between each vertebra. And then as you exhale, slowly bend over towards the side of your feet. And that hand can come down for support. Oh, this is such a nice stretch. I hope it's nice for you too. Inhale. And exhale. Feel any tension just melt away. Just being nice and gentle here. This is just a gentle morning stretch. Good. And on your next inhale, come back to center. Get really tall. Try to reach something above you. And arms come down to your side. Swing the legs around. Shake out the hips, whatever you need to do. Maybe, I don't know if you heard that. Lots of cracking. Okay, so from here, I'm actually gonna show you this from the side. So place your hands behind you. If your wrists bother you, you can also use your knuckles. Legs come out as wide as you can. And you're just gonna windshield wiper your legs side to side. Nice and slow here. Just getting some external and internal hip rotation. And maybe you also feel a stretch in your shoulders. And now if this feels nice, you stay where you are. I'm just going to change position so you can see what I'm doing. So if this feels okay, maybe you start playing with coming up a little bit taller, maybe coming up onto the fingertips. And maybe you can even do no hands and see how that feels. And maybe you turn towards that front leg. Maybe you really feel into your hip here. You might feel your glute stretch intensely. And can you, with no hands, maybe not, but just try it, can you swivel around without using your hands? Of course, use your hands if you need to, and see if you can perhaps stay here. Feel a nice glute stretch on that front leg. If you need to use your hands, just use your hands. You can lean back as much as you need to. Good. And let's do one more each side. Good. Okay. Take any little wiggles or anything you need to do. And we'll meet in a tabletop position now. So hands are underneath the shoulders, knees are underneath the hips. We're gonna start off with just some wrist strength and waking up our wrists, which is very good to do in the beginning of the day or just anytime during the day. So lift the heel of your hand so the knuckles stay down, and then lower. And lift and lower. Good. Now the thumb is gonna lift, and that's okay. If this is way too intense, you can come back a little bit more. If you're not feeling much, come forward more. Ooh, this is actually really difficult. Whew, let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. And now lean forwards a little bit more. Press into your fingertips and lift your whole hand. This is really heavy. So again, if you need a little bit less, you can work here. If you want a little bit more, you can kind of really lean into it. And 3, 2, and 1. Whoo, beautiful. You can shake that out. Hopefully your hands and wrists and forearms feel like they're awake. Okay, so next we're gonna do a cat-cow. So this is your cow, and then this is your cat. Now, what I want you to think about is when you go into your cow pose, so you're arching the spine, really pull the mat back. So we're not just kind of doing this here, right? I want you to really feel the muscles in your upper back and behind your shoulder blades. Pull the mat back and bend the elbows if you need to really get into that upper back. And then push the floor away, rounding through the spine, really active. And then back to cow pose, pull, 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 pull. Feel that engagement in your upper back. And exhale, push, 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 push the floor away. Hollow out the belly. And arch, pull the mat back. You can even sit back a little bit and see how this feels, really pulling. I am so active, my arms are almost shaking. And push. And arch. Might hear some cracking and popping, it's all good. And round. Beautiful. Whew. Shake that out. Take any wiggles. If you need a break for your hands, you can just come and sit on your heels or sit up on your shins, whatever feels nice. All right, we have one more move here. So we're gonna do, these are thread the needles. So I want you to imagine you're trying to reach something underneath your couch. And I like to be up on my fingertips for this just because I have a lot of wrist issues. But you can also do it on the knuckles or hands or whatever feels good for you, okay? Listen to your body. So you're gonna take the right hand underneath the left. Imagine you're reaching for something underneath your couch. And then back to center. And then left hand underneath the right. Imagine you're reaching for something underneath the couch and up. Good. I'm gonna do a few of these here. Just move at your own pace. Maybe you want to go slower than me. Maybe you want to go faster. Whatever mood you're in, it's totally fine. Just do whatever your body is asking for. You might hear your spine crack here. It's all good as long as there's no pain. Might feel kind of nice actually. Getting those spinal cracks out. All right, let's do one more on each side. Good. Last one. Take any little wiggles that you need. And then from your tabletop position, start to walk your hands forward. If you have a block or a little cushion or something, you can grab that and place your forehead on it. Or you can just skip the block as well. I'm going to show you both. So starting off with the block, you walk your hands forward. You let your forehead come to the block and you can just kind of stay here. If you want to do it without the block, you can just place the forehead on the floor or on the mat or wherever you are. Make sure that your hips are over the knees or slightly forward. You don't want them to be back here, because as you see now, I round my spine and I actually want to have a slight arch. If this feels very nice and too easy, you can come down and place your chest and chin on the floor. Maybe you tuck the toes, maybe they're untucked, whatever feels nice for you. Try to breathe calmly. I'm just relaxing. And when you feel ready, you can just slide forward. Oh, bend the knees. Take some windshield wipers. And press up into a tabletop position. From here, we're going to do some plank lunges, I call these. So you can either do these from your knees, or you can do them from a plank. So it's up to you. I'll show you both. So first option is you're in a kind of tabletop position. You step the left foot forward, and then you twist open. Place the hand down, step the leg back, right foot forward, right arm up, twist, lower the arm, step it back. Okay, that's the tabletop version. If you want to do this in a plank position, same thing. So you're in a plank, you step the left foot forward, left arm up, open for a nice twist, lower the hand, step the left foot back. Right foot forward, right arm up, twist, hand down, and step it back. So pick whichever one you want to do. We're going to do 10 total. So we'll do them nice and slow. And maybe you start with a tabletop one, and then the last reps you do in plank. Whatever feels nice for you. So I'm going to do the plank ones. So here we go. Left foot, open it up. Lower it back down, step it back. Right foot forward, twist it open. Lower it down and step it back. That's one. Here's the second one. Left foot forward, left arm up for a twist. Hand down, step it back. Right foot forward, open it up. Hand comes down, step it back. That's two. Left foot forward, left arm up. You're doing great. Hand comes down, step it back. Right foot forward, right arm up. Hand comes down, step it back. Left foot forward, open it up. Hand comes down, step it back. Right foot forward, open it up. And hand comes down, step it back. One more. So if you did the tabletop version, maybe you try the plank version this time. And if it's hard to step your foot forward, that's okay. I couldn't do it at all in the beginning, and I still struggle a little bit, but it's a good challenge. And last one. Ooh, good job. Okay, now come to sit on your toes if you can, if this feels okay. So tuck your toes, ankles are together, and just sit back on your heels for a little toe stretch. If this is too much, grab a block and put it underneath your hips. You can grab 2 blocks as well, whatever you need to do, or simply sit in a chair if this is absolutely not happening for you today. So just listen to your body. So find whatever position feels nice. I'm gonna face you now. So sit back on your toes or sit on a block. Reach both arms up. Bend your right arm. Grab hold of that elbow. Try to press it back behind your head or however far it will go. And then side bend over to the left. And come back up and switch sides. Bend the left arm, grab hold of that elbow with the right hand, pull it back a little bit, and then gently bend over to the right. Arms up, get really tall, and arms come down. Beautiful. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and be notified of my upcoming videos. And I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you again, and I will see you in the next video.